Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alamin. Wassalatu wassalamu ala ashrafil anbiya wal mursalin wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. Rabbi shrah li sadri wa yassir li amri wahlul 'uqdatam min lisani yafqahu qawli, amma ba'd. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and greetings to everyone. Welcome to the Faculty of Economics and Management, Universiti Kebangsaan Malaysia, podcast series 5, Dialog Intellectual. So today we are honoured to have Professor Ishaq Bhatti with us from Latrobe University, Australia. Welcome to our faculty, Prof. Before we begin our podcast session, I would like to introduce about Professor Ishaq Bhatti. So, Prof. Ishaq Bhatti is a highly experienced scholar in finance and Islamic finance from Latrobe University, Australia. He is currently a professor of finance and financial econometrics, a professor of Islamic finance and financial data analytics at University Brunei Darussalam, Brunei. He has published more than 200 research articles and several books, and his work is widely recognized globally. He has also received a major teaching awards and supervised many PhD students in the field of finance and Islamic finance. It's a very outstanding achievement, Prof. Okay, so our topic today is Islamic finance in non-Muslim countries, which is very relevant as Islamic finance is currently continues to grow beyond traditional markets. So thank you, Prof, for joining us today. So as a foundation...
Thank you for inviting me
yeah,
today. I'm
thank
very
you,
happy
Prof.
to. Thank you, Dr. Raudha.
Okay, so as a foundation, Prof, to begin our podcast session, could you please explain to us what is about Islamic finance for those who are completely new in this field? So kindly share your thoughts, Prof.
In simple word, Islamic finance is finance.
Mm.
Objective of finance is, as you know, increasing the wealth, isn't it?
Mhm.
Increasing the wealth of the shareholders. The same objective is with Islamic finance as well. But it is like this. For finance, you can borrow money, okay? And then you can buy and invest something. Profit, loss is your responsibility. But in Islamic finance, we cannot borrow money, okay? Unless asset is attached to it. Asset is attached to it. If you tap up with an assets, then bank or financial institution will buy assets for you, and they, on the basis of and markup, they can sell it to you. So it's so simple. So objective is to make money, but contract is different. The contract is Sharia compliance. It is according to Islamic education and teaching of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam that you can buy, you can do the trade. So that's why in the trade you can see that it is tap up with an asset, real assets. Okay, without real asset, if there is a transaction, that transaction is un-Islamic.
Okay, Prof.
Okay.
So
Another simple example I can give is to you that, like for example, for ordinary students who are non-Muslim, they say, "Hey, it's the same thing." So I said, "Yes, you can tell cow, goat, is it halal or non-halal?" They say it is halal. But if you shoot the cow, it become non-halal. You cannot zibia it, isn't it? So you need to, it is the way you do trade. It is the way you zibia a halal animals, okay, to make it a real halal. So this is a simple differentiation between Islamic versus non-Islamic finance.
I see, Prof. So basically, what are the key idea people should understand first to understand Islamic finance?
The key idea is that Islamic finance is a contract.
Okay.
Okay. In this contract, there are various types of contract which are tap up, which are related, which are based up on a simple real assets, like car leasing, buying something, buying a laptop, computer. Okay. So then that is a trade-off. You can buy for somebody and sell on the basis of profit, so that the payment can be done in later stage, we call it on installment.
Okay.
It could be lease to ownership. It should be to purchase on installment for future payments.
Okay, Prof. So basically, Islamic finance is only for Muslim, or it can be adapt and adopt from non-Muslim as well?
Yeah.
Okay, Prof. So what do you think, why currently non-Muslim country they are interested to the Islamic finance?
There are many reasons. Number one is they want to diversify their portfolio.
Okay.
Okay, so to diversify their portfolio, they understand whenever the finance is in crisis, conventional finance is in crisis, they want to diversify their portfolio to invest into an Islamic finance instruments. So the Islamic finance instruments are interestingly tapped up with assets. Whenever there is a crisis, assets inflate in terms of values. So the non-Muslim realize that phenomena, that assets are inflating into the future. Therefore, most of non-Muslim, to diversify their portfolio, they invest in Islamic finance to make money. So Muslim or non-Muslim. So this is the only platform. Whenever there's a issue of making money, they don't care whether you are Muslim, you are Jews, you are Christian.
Yes.
Everybody get together. So money making business unite the various faiths. They unite them. It's like playing game. If you're playing football game or any other game, so you don't care whether you're Muslim or non-Muslim, you are Malaysian, Malay or non-Malay, you are supporting your own team. So here, the team players are money makers. Okay, so they don't care what faith you have. Objective is to make more money, to diversify their portfolio, to enhance their business, to as we can also call it, being a Muslim, we say barakah from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, isn't it? But non-Muslim says, mashallah, we make money, thank you very much, Islamic finance, Islamic bank. During a difficult financial time, during a financial crisis, Islamic finance help us to make money when in conventional finance we were making losses. So it means Islamic finance help us, help the investor, either non-Muslim or Muslim investor, to have some sort of absorbing facility, to absorbing financial shocks. So Islamic finance can absorb those shocks with a very humble way.
Yeah, bro. Thank you for your insight, thought on the non-Muslim countries.
Yes.
So basically, since you are based in Australia, so could you please share with us the experience of Islamic finance development in Australia?
It was a difficult time. As you can see, we started the first Islamic financial institution called in MCC. By the way, currently I'm based in Brunei. I joined Brunei University Darul Salam. Yes, still I'm recognized as a Islamic finance founders in Australia. People recognize it. I was the founding director. So I know the history of Islamic finance in Australia. So when we started, it was a very difficult time. Very difficult time. People don't understand what Islamic finance is. Regulatory bodies, they don't understand. Taxation system was not operating. Then you need to link up Islamic finance product, give them a conventional financing name.
Oh, okay.
Okay, joint venture. Okay, partnership, shareholding, and something like that. You give them a leasing to ownership. Leasing, okay, so we give them some sort of conventional financing name, but the problem was when you put interest into it, that it is related to interest. At that time, Muslim scholars says no. So we had a problem. On one side is regulatory bodies, on the other side is Sharia board. Sharia, they say, oh, you could not say it. Then taxation issue came up, that is double GST, double stamp duty, because there are two contracts,
Okay.
isn't it? In Islamic faith, the Masharka or Mudarba or Muraba, there are two contracts unless they own. So the bank first own, they pay stamp duty, Bank first own, they pay GST, they pay all sort of expenses, and whatever profit they make, you cannot call it interest-based return. Rather, you call it profit. So the tax department to first buyer tax it as the earnings. But in fact, it is, you know, we can sort interest earning,
Yes.
isn't it? In Australia, interest earning is tax deductible.
Oh, okay.
But profit was not tax deductible.
Yes.
So a lot of complication. So one hand. The second hand, when the client or the borrower pay off their shares on a diminishing musharka or other things, when they pay off, when the assets are transferred on their name, again double GST, double stamp duty, same business started again. So it means people were not interested in Islamic finance because it become very expensive.
Oh, Prof. So instead of besides the Islamic finance, what about the Islamic social finance developing in Australia?
Yeah, Islamic social finance development in Australia was very easy
Oh, okay.
because it was not subject to taxation.
Oh, okay.
See, you pay zakat, so no tax. You borrow interest, no interest loan scheme. It's not subject. You don't make any profit, so no taxation issue. Khairat, sadaqat, donations. So this Islamic social finance was welcome. Rather, in Australia, Islamic social finance help us to build bridges between various faiths. Christians, Jews, Hindus, they get together. Oh, you can borrow us money without interest? We cannot believe it. Okay, come to the mosque, we sign a contract. You don't have to pay anything, no service charges, no application fees. Just being as a Muslim, we have to lend you the money, but we call it Qard al Hasna, which in Australia we call it no interest loan scheme. So you don't pay even a single cent extra,
Oh, okay.
no application fees. Just borrow the money, pay off after 2 years,
Oh, okay.
after 1 year. Imagine people was rushing towards us. Okay, government was very happy, Australian government, to facilitate us. Social Security Department also help us. National Australia Bank help us to maintain free without any fees account. Okay, and the circulation of money take place. People were depositing their loan, they borrowed money, and then we were also issuing the money. So circulation of money took place. Very small amount, but due to circulation of money, it become huge.
Yeah.
Okay, so a lot of people benefited, and now Niels Australia is governed by Good and Shepherd. It's a Christian group.
Oh, okay.
So we government also fund that group. So under that Good and Shepherd, Islamic social finance was also operating up till now. But recently there are financial issues, so we have bit separation with them because they were used to pay salary to our staff member who was running 2 days salary, to staff member who was running no interest loan scheme. The other is Zakat Foundation. So National Zakat Foundation of Australia is one of the best examples where Islamic social finance work. We help the homeless people.
Okay.
We help the people who were sleeping on the streets of Melbourne during winter time. We offer them a soup van, breads free of cost, blankets we offer them. We buy out of Zakat funds.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
So that Zakat fund help them to improve their social life. And then on the other side, in the government side, Zakat became tax deductible under Australian taxation registered bodies. So if you pay Zakat, I pay Zakat to the registered bodies, then at the end of the year, we can claim back that amount of money as a tax deductible.
Oh, I see. So,
So
it's
that's
a,
it. Yeah. Similarly, there is no taxation or khairat or sadaqat. But sadaqat or khairat, people can pay out of their any funds,
Mm-hmm.
okay, but it is unnoticed.
Oh,
Okay,
okay. Mm-hmm.
so because people pay, they don't claim from the tax department, they don't claim the tax deductible money. So in any case, helping each other, helping hand enhance the social welfare of the local Muslim community. People believe Australia is a rich country.
Mm-hmm.
They don't have a social problem. Australia do have a social problem.
Oh, okay.
And that because due to alcoholism, some drug issues, so
Mm-hmm.
there are social problem. So Islamic social finance really help a lot to enrich social status of the local Australian Muslim and non-Muslim communities.
Oh, I see. So it's a good thought and sharing from Australia perspective. I think in Malaysia we also practice the same thing, Prof. So we pay zakat and at the same time it's a tax claimable by the
Government.
government. Yeah,
Oh,
okay.
good.
Yeah. So basic, Prof. What are the main opportunities and challenges Islamic finance in the non-Muslim countries? Does awareness is one of the major issues?
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I think one is awareness.
Mm-hmm.
The second thing, the main important issue in Australia is Islamic finance is more expensive than
Oh,
conventional finance.
okay.
Many reasons. Because in Islamic finance, we end up paying to Sharia advisors,
Mm-hmm.
Sharia compliances.
Mm-hmm.
It costs us extra money. So therefore, the profit rate of Islamic finance is bit higher than the conventional finance. Now it's depend on a Muslim or non-Muslim
Mm-hmm.
whether you want to go on an ethical way of financing or non-ethical way of financing. But the issue is whenever the matter of money making comes, people generally don't consider ethics as an important unless they have some sort of religious and ethical background. But middle income and lower income people, they are already having a trouble due to inflation, expenses are high, unemployment is taking place, so they go most of the time to the conventional finance. They end up paying riba,
Mm-hmm.
but still they believe it is at least cheaper.
I see. Okay, Prof. So the next question is, what do you think that Islamic finance can attract more non-Muslim people to join and in
Yeah,
Islamic
see,
finance?
a very good question. In
Mm-hmm.
fact,
Mm-hmm.
non-Muslim people can get attracted only if you develop a some high growth investment
Mm-hmm.
fund.
Oh, okay.
So if you construct a funds of the fund or high growth or double digit
Mm-hmm.
return
Mm-hmm.
funds, then non-Muslims are interested in it because their objective is to make money,
Oh, okay.
to want become a richer. And generally, Islamic finance returns are lower. Okay, but we have to. There are many issues. We need to compete. Number one, with the conventional finance. Number two, in the convention finance, due to high competition, they have less commission as compared to Islamic finance
Mm-hmm.
because Islamic finance funds have a high commission.
Okay.
Why? Because they have to pay some consulting fees to Sharia advisors,
Oh, okay.
you know. But sometimes, when there are financial problem, financial trouble,
Mm-hmm.
Islamic finance has less riskier as
Mm-hmm.
compared to conventional finance. Generally, when you look into the mutual fund or fund of the fund or Islamic funds, it's very highly competitive.
Mm.
But non-Muslim got interested into it because it's less riskier
Oh, okay.
and it is
Mm-hmm.
attached, it is tapped up with the, like for example, gold prices,
Mm-hmm.
isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Gold prices increase, silver prices increase because Islamic finance tap up with the real commodities as well. Real estates, for example, isn't a real estate investment? Real estate investment gave a lot of high return to the investor. So the Islamic non-Muslim don't care.
Mm-hmm.
They want to have a high return, high profit at the cost of low risk,
Mm-hmm.
isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
So they want to optimize their investment.
Mm-hmm.
So, so that's why they got attractive into it.
Oh, I see, bro. So basically, Islamic finance is very interesting. If they can develop in the
In the new fund,
new
which have high growth,
mm-hmm.
high return, low
Mm-hmm.
risk.
I see. Okay, bro. So it's not about religion merely, but they also focus more the transparent and the values perspective of the Islamic finance.
Exactly.
Okay,
Yes.
bro. So, basically, do you think that Islamic finance practice in non-Muslim countries allow the original principles, or they have some adjustment to practice in a non-Muslim country, bro?
No, I think my understanding is
Mm.
Islamic finance in a non-Muslim country follow two rules. Number one is the rules of the law of the land.
No, okay.
For example, Australian or British laws are very strict,
Mm.
very strict. Okay, plus they have to follow Sharia law.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
Mm.
and so Islamic finance become more restricted in the
Mm.
sense we have to prove that we are very honest, a clean investment, we are the taxpayers, we
Mhm.
are doing this thing. So some sort of, you know, we bring not only the community up,
Mhm.
we bring the name of Islam up
Mhm.
to proving ourselves. I think this is the opportunity Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given us soon after global financial crisis or Asian financial crisis, when the rest of the conventional finance was going down, but the performance of Islamic finance
Mm.
went up. That was a time Australian government was interested into it, and they said they give us a grant, they give us a lot of opportunities, they hook up with the Australian social system.
Mhm.
So that worked out very well, Alhamdulillah, up till now.
No, okay, bro. So is that regulation is one of the challenges and fit into the conventional system in about the Islamic finance, bro?
Yes, we call it, our regulatory body's name is EPRA.
Oh, okay.
We need to follow EPRA regulations. Okay. Also, we need to follow Sharia regulation. If you look into Australian Islamic finance website, you will see Reserve Bank of Australia, Australian Social Security Department, and the National Australia Bank and other banks set up Islamic finance component within that.
Oh,
So we have some sort of Islamic finance window
mhm.
within a conventional finance. So this is one way of doing that. Commodity finance is also done through Westpac Bank and some other banks. They buy the commodity, okay,
Okay.
on a hedging basis,
Mm-hmm.
and then they sell it. And there are specialized area every bank is operating. Similarly, Islamic institutions like MCC, Muslim Community
Okay.
Corp,
Mm-mm.
or Kuwait Finance House, and other Hijaz in Australia, and Amana is one of the best, I can say, Islamic financial institution headed by Asad Ansari and Waqar, who are in fact the founder of Islamic finance. And then this is a big group of my student, my research assistants who are
Mm-hmm.
running
Mm-hmm.
that. Like Imran Lam is heading National Australia
Mm-mm.
Bank, and Asad Ansari is Amana. Hijaz is heading. So what happened to come back to your question? So uh, our course, Islamic Finance at La Trobe University, was closed down because we cannot find a job for our students.
Oh, okay.
Okay, and most of our students who graduated, they end up working, occupying AMZ Bank, other positions in the banking and finance industry.
Mm-hmm.
When they cannot find a job, what I did, I invited ambassadors,
Okay.
all Muslim countries ambassadors. So they appointed our student in their department of finance,
Mm-hmm.
where they pay the salaries. Then we reach to the saturation because Australia is a very small market as
Mm-hmm.
compared to Malaysia
Mm-hmm.
and other Indonesia neighboring
Mm-hmm.
country. So we reach to the saturation. That's why our student cannot get job. So they end up moving to either Malaysia or Singapore or Indonesia or Dubai through big company, the four
Mm-hmm.
big like for accounting firms, other banks who have a branches, Standard Chartered Bank or BIBD, Brunei Islamic Bank,
Oh
they
yeah,
end up
BIBD.
moving there. Yeah. So within Australia, we were having a trouble finding a job for our student, and also it become very expensive course because Malaysia charge very cheap, therefore very cheap master's degree course, whereas our student pay $7 to $80,000 to complete master's degree. So our course almost die up.
Oh, I see.
So we could not offer any more Islamic finance. But some of my students who graduated, they're running online Islamic finance courses, but as a voluntarily basis or as a they charge nominal fees.
Mm. So, Prof, Islamic finance can spur the career growth for the student who are enrolled in Islamic finance course.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's a good opportunity for them who are enrolled in Islamic finance course. So now back to the perception, Prof. Does people nowadays still misunderstand that the Islamic finance is only for the religious perspective, or what do you think? Is there any education how to educate them about the Islamic finance perception in the non-Muslim countries?
See, due to this product,
Oh, okay.
Zakat, no interest loan scheme, Kharat or Zakat fund. So Islamic finance was seen as good, some sort of very good things for the non-Muslim, and also we turn up to be a peacemaker. You know, I'll give you one example. There are in Australia there are payday lender.
Oh, okay. Payday lender. Mm-mm.
Pay- So payday lender don't like our products because we don't charge any interest. Okay,
Okay.
so they will say payday lender mean they charge maybe 40% interest, 30% interest. So the people who are poor, they need some urgent thing. For example, grocery. They go to payday lender, they borrow the money. Whenever they receive the pay, they have to pay back to the lender immediately with high interest rate. So our no interest loan scheme and our zakat funds to the Muslim, our kharat funds to the Muslim was very bad for the payday lender because they end up closing down the business, almost closing down to the business. But still, a lot of people still are interested to borrow some money because they consumed all the venues of borrowing money.
Okay.
And we also have a system where a person who borrow money as a no interest loan scheme, they cannot pay off that money. If it's a Muslim, we try to compensate them with a zakat fund. But if they're non-Muslim, we try to ask the bank or social security benefits to. But these limit, they become blacklisted. Okay. The reason is they do some cheating, they change name. So, but their default rate is very small. Okay. So there are some issues, of course. But interestingly, Islamic finance products are working very well in Australia. It's bringing good name to the Muslim and Islamic finance. And you may not have seen the posters.
Oh, okay.
Have you seen those posters? During crisis, it says that we need the financial the way of Islamic way of financing. We need. We don't want to pay big banks high interest rates. Okay, so people really talk a lot about Islamic finance in the streets, and they say, why not? We can borrow, but they misunderstood as well that Islamic finance is also a process of making money. Okay, they think that you can borrow. We receive a call, or you are Islamic finance department at Latrobe University, or you are no interest loan scheme. I want to buy house for $500,000 without any interest. We tell them we are a social Islamic finance institution. If you want to borrow money, you have to pay some sort of profit, isn't it? As if you want to buy a house, you go to Hijaz or Amana or MCCA, or if you want to borrow more money, go to National Australia Bank to borrow. So these are the some issues we face.
Oh, I see. So based on your experience, Prof, how you educate non-Muslim about the Islamic finance, how you convince them related to Islamic finance? Uh,
See,
mhm,
there these issues,
mhm, mhm.
and the only, as I said to you, due to our fees,
Oh, okay.
high fees, and comparative, return.
Oh, okay.
Com- when things are going smooth,
Mhm,
people don't invest in Islamic finance.
mhm,
Okay,
mhm, mhm,
because they can make more money in conventional finance. Okay, so whenever there are crises like war or other crises,
mhm.
then they opt for Islamic finance.
I see.
So they automatically, people who are aware of Islamic finance, in bad days they try to invest in Islamic finance. In good days they switch back to conventional finance.
I see, Prof. So now we go to the current topic, Prof. People nowadays talking about the ethical finance. People are talking about sustainability. This morning we went to IDB and we talking about the halal economy. Then based on your experience and your expert, how Islamic finance can fit into this current topic nowadays, Prof. Mm-mm.
Yes, he under Australia is a very good example.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Number one, halal meat,
Mm-hmm.
halal products we
Mm-hmm.
produce. Australian government and Australian Farmer Association made
Mm-hmm.
lot of investment on exporting halal meat. Okay, either processed halal meat. Our butchers are trained, well trained, hygienic, who make manufacture halal meat products or halal goods products, halal fat products.
Mm-hmm.
Pharmaceutical companies are interested in it because most of their marketed Islamic countries. Australia is surrounded about 750 million people,
Mm-hmm.
and they are Muslims. All these people, they need halal products, isn't
Mm-hmm.
it? So Australia is very interested into it, and number one. Number two, uh, Australia being rich in the commodities market,
Mm-hmm.
you know, dairy products, mine, minerals, petroleum products. So they are interested to do business with surrounded Muslim countries like Indonesia, Malaysia, Brunei. Australia needs $750 billion at least per year as a foreign direct investment to do business in surrounded countries. And surrounded countries are Muslim countries, isn't
Yes,
it?
yes, yes.
And these Muslim countries need halal product.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So there is a lot of opportunities for Malaysia and for Australia, for Brunei to integrate some sort of resources. It should be beneficial for all these countries. Recently, Australian Prime Minister visited Brunei Darussalam. They signed some sort of MOUs, and I hope that will bring prosperity and economic development in these regional countries.
I see, Prof. So, from the broader perspective, we can see that Islamic finance, we are talking about the halal hygienic, the halal toiban, we are talking about the ethics and the society well-being for the communities. So, looking ahead, Prof, how do you see that Islamic finance can go beyond, especially for the non-Muslim countries? Hmm.
See, in the non-Muslim countries, particularly, like say, except Australia,
Mhm.
Australia is the only Western democratic countries well developed in the
Mhm.
region, and they have carbon tax.
Oh, okay. Carbon
Okay,
tax. Mhm.
so that is very good for environmental issues.
Mhm.
Therefore, people carbon coupons.
Mm.
Okay, carbon economy. They're talking sustainability. Australia invests a lot of money on sustainability. Every campus had a sustainability, self-sustain, uh, alternative way of producing, electricity and
Mhm.
gas.
Mhm.
And the government is putting rainwater tanks,
Mhm.
okay, and so that the water consumption should be controlled.
Mhm.
So these are all steps towards sustainability. And like in Malaysia, Brunei, Indonesia, a lot of rains happen, isn't it? So you can store the rainwater, learn lessons from Australia to how to store the rainwater when there's a shortage of rainwater. You can utilize then rainwater, isn't it? So that sustainability, environmental issue can be solved. So that products attract a lot of ethical investment.
Oh, okay.
You know, green finance,
Green finance.
green
Yes.
sukuk. You know, uh, so they are all related to ethical investment, ethical finance. And as I can recall, each financial institution and bank have to spare some fund for ethical activities like ethical training, other ethical activities. So those funds are then spent as an investment for ethical activities, ethical institutions, you know.
Okay, Prof. Thank you. So, may I know what is your advice to our audience who are really interested in Islamic finance? So, some of our audience might be the policymakers, student, the young researchers. So, maybe you can advise them in terms of the Islamic finance, Prof.
Yeah, we need to do a lot of innovation approaches in the presence of new era of fintech and artificial intelligence. Okay, sitting at home, you can make a lot of money as a student, as an academic staff member, and if you invest a lot of time on artificial intelligence, try to create a new product of Islamic finance which can help in the development of financial products, you know, in Islamic finance industry.
Oh, okay, Prof. So, any advice for the students or young researcher about Islamic finance?
Yeah, do a lot of research in Islamic finance in the presence of AI. Okay, for the particularly for the young students, they are very smart in AI.
Yes.
They a lot of lessons to be learned from them. I learn on daily basis. How you did this? So they tell you, we can copy your code. We can copy your data set. We can integrate, and so we end up writing this assignment. Hey, how you write this fundamental? They use artificial intelligence tools to end up with a productive and profit making tools, some sort of AI tools.
Oh, okay, Prof. So thank you very much, Prof. You're from for your insightful and valuable sharing
Thank you
for
for
this topic.
inviting me. I'm very thankful to you and all your group
Uh,
for hosting me. Jazakallah khair. Thank you.
I mean, so this discussion basically help us to better understanding on the Islamic finance,
Inshallah.
especially for non-Muslim countries. So hopefully that our listener can found that this session is benefit for them. Then hopefully we can see and continue to the next podcast, Prof. Inshallah in the future.
Inshallah, anytime.
Thank you,
Jazakallah khair.
Yeah.
Fi amanillah.
Yeah,
Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you, Prof. Thank you again for joining us. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Jazakallah.